Hi, if you're an Aries born March 21st to April 19th, what would you expect for the month of September 2018? Let's tune in and find out. So Aries, I see some details that are coming to light that maybe you forgot about or didn't do or weren't aware of how important they are, and finally like show up and it's like, oh my gosh, I've got to do that. So you enter the beginning of the month a little bit pressed of some things that have been on your mind and you need to take action for them now, and that it's time. So there've been things that maybe, just life got busy and you didn't get around to it. And it could be something formal like taxes that need to be done or handled, or a lease that needs to be executed, or an increase in, something that you wanted to withdraw. So it just feels like a financial thing, and it feels like a commitment, and it feels like something that, it feels one of those tedious things like, oh, I was supposed to let the insurance company know this, or oh, I was supposed to increase the coverage on my life insurance, or oh, I was supposed to tell my doctor and go back for this, or oh, I was supposed to do that for my pet. Like, oh, it's that 6-month checkup that I forgot, right? It feels like kind of like something that's rudimentary and that it has to be done and nobody can do it but you. So, and as you enter this, it's kind of like, it's kind of important. I need to handle that. So it is somewhat important because it creates a little angst in you initially that you didn't do it. But don't worry, you have the time to do it. It'll get done. It'll get handled. So that's the good news. All right, so let's look at romantic relationships. For those of you that are in a romantic relationship, it's important for you to be able to look and see what's happening for you in September for that. So let's go ahead and tune in and find out for the romance. Okay, so if the two of you are already in a romantic relationship, you're going to see more sharing of ideas and a connection between the two of you expanding. And it may even be that there's a freedom in that there's a feeling sense that you're getting something that you haven't gotten before out of this relationship. Like I've been patient, I've been waiting, and now they're coming around to my way. So it feels like something you've wanted for a long time. And it could be anything so simple as, I've wanted to paint that room, but they wouldn't let me. They didn't like that color. Or I wanted to get rid of that chair, and they're finally saying, fine, get rid of it. So it feels like something domesticated like that you didn't dare push on because that was like not okay with your partner. And finally now I feel like your partner's like, you know what? Do what you want to do. I'm over it. So, and not over it in a negative way, but over it and like it's fine. So I feel like there's been something in the relationship that you've wanted and it hasn't been given to you that just now you receive. And it's and it doesn't feel trite, but it symbolizes something that really shows you that your partner cares, and that feels really beautiful and really nice. Okay, so now let's look at those of you who are interested in a romantic relationship but don't have one. So let's see what happens for you this month. After the 10th, it feels like there's momentum happening that really opens you up to being seen. And I don't know if you're doing something to yourself these first weeks or week or two, if you're doing a makeover or you're at the end of a diet or you're doing something different with your hair, but just this self-esteem and self-confidence shows up that wasn't there previously, or there's a completion of things. Maybe you got divorced, or maybe you moved, or now you're starting a new job, that you just feel like, okay, I'm ready now. And the last 2 weeks of September are really ripe for getting to know new people and dating and feeling romanced and really feeling like, wow, I'm being noticed again. So I like it. I like it a lot, especially the last 2 weeks of September. Okay, Aries, let's look at your money for the month. So definitely feel like there's ways for you to save money this month. So for a lot of people, saving money is just as good as earning more money. It might be something as so simple as changing your automobile insurance or your home insurance, that you save yourself like $1,000 or a couple $100 a month. It's like, what? That's crazy. Saving $200 a month, and that's $2,400 a year. It's like that. It's something so small but yet significant. So I definitely feel like there's some domestic things that you could change that are in your favor in bringing your expenses down. It could also be in terms of something that's you're already paying for. Again, it could be a phone service, it could be an internet service that you're able to bring the money down that way as well. So I just see you kind of getting a little task oriented with some of your bills and being able to minimize them and shave them down. So at the end of the month, you've really shaved down and lost a lot of unnecessary expense. So that's one thing that's happening. If you choose to actually, look, you're going to find that you're going to save money that way. Also feel there's a drive or a push to feel a little more intelligent about how you spend your money, the way you spend your money. I feel like a lot of you are looking long term, how you're going to support yourself in this world when you retire or if you ever do retire. So I do feel like there's a looking long term that hasn't been here in a while or in a renewed way that has you taking some action-oriented steps in financial planning or creating a will, things of this nature that are now more important to you. And maybe it's because you have children now and you didn't have them before, or maybe you're aging up and you're married now and before you didn't really care, or maybe you've come into some money and it's important for you now to get this money to sustain yourself and to give it to the causes that you want. So I do just see long-term planning happening for you with your money and a real desire to be right by it or do it right, that what you've invested or what's been invested in you is handled properly. All right, let's look at your career. Anything around your career for Aries. There's something that really opens up the first week of September that really starts to blossom. It feels new to me. It feels like you may just be maybe getting wind of it. Whether it's an idea, somebody has you in mind for something that starts to come your way, or a proposal comes your way, but it's exciting and it does have roots. It's something that can really grow, and it's something that you don't have to leave your present job. It's like in addition to. And it just feels really good and really solid and really golden. So I like it a lot. Now we have a new moon September 9th in Virgo, and it might be around that new moon that energy comes in for you, Aries. And then there's a full moon September 24th in your sign in Aries. And the full moon is the everything coming in together. So it may be by the end of the month it's more fully developed, or the opportunity is really presented in a solid way as it can happen. So it may be a job offer that you start to hear of in the middle of the month or the beginning of the month, and then by the end of the month is really in bloom and something that's attractive that you could accept. But it feels really positive, really solid, and golden. So I like it a lot. Okay, let's look at your health for Aries, for any health for you guys, what might be happening for you this month. Yeah, I feel like it feels like the root chakra energy, which has to do with security, your privates, right? Male and female energies. So I feel like, whether it's the ovaries or whether it's the prostate, there is a feeling sense of needing to shore up those energies just to really take care of you. And emotionally, that points to just a lot of anxiety or fear around security, around your finances, or around your future, which would make sense that you're getting these things in order, that area of the body could be potentially affected if you've been stressing out about them, or they're not in order, or haven't been in order, or you're worried about it, right? So you just want to take care of yourself, have your annual checks, making sure that everything is okay. I'm not picking up that anything's not. It just feels a little bit like on the weak side, and that's just because these things emotionally that we're talking about, financial stability, has to do with the root chakra, and these are energies in the second chakra, right? So from the root chakra, as you go up, you have the second chakra. These are energy fields that can be influenced by the root chakra. So as you finalize the details with your security and your finances, those energies in the second chakra will be less affected. They'll be able to flow more, which has to do with creativity as well in the second chakra, as well as the sexual energy. So as you start to free that up, that energy is going to be moving more. So that the chance or opportunity for disease is minimized. But as always, you want to make your annual checkups just to make sure that everything is good and healthy. Okay, so let's look at any surprises for Aries. that you may have an unexpected opportunity to travel somewhere fine, nice, joyful. It may be a birthday party or a destination wedding, or christening, but there's this, hey, come here, come join me with friends and family. So there's definitely an opportunity for you to be invited someplace that's unique and fun, or it may be you that throws an impromptu party and says, you know what, I want to invite my closest friends and my family to this house that I want to rent in the south of France, right, or in Spain, right? It's just, it feels very idyllic and romantic and really sweet. So there may be some unexpected surprise. And for some of you, it might just be in your backyard. It might be in Napa. You only have to drive. Or for other people, it could be in Costa Rica. So it doesn't have to be far away, but there's this opportunity for you to travel. And it feels very impromptu. So it could either be that the invitation just comes in now and the party's in December and like hold the date kind of thing, or it's just very fast and it's like right now. But definitely feel invitation, surprise invitation, fun, family, closeness. All right, you guys, have an amazing month, Aries. Enjoy yourself. If you like my intuitive astrology, please click like, share it with your friends, comment below, and I look forward to connecting with you again next month.